packing for these trips isn't as easy as I thought. It's not just the photography equipment I've got to remember, but I suppose we're doing a few four-wheel drive tracks through the high country, so I've got to make sure I've got my recovery equipment in check. I've got to make sure I've got the gas bottle for cooking, all the cooking gear, all the sleeping gear, all the warm clothes, the fridge to make sure all the food and drinks are kept cold. Did I mention all my camera gear? Can't forget that. A first aid kit just to make sure if anything happens we're covered. A toolkit, a recovery kit for any four-wheel drive situations. It includes snatch straps, gloves, winch cable dampener. I've made sure my winch is in serviceable condition. I've checked on my fluids. I serviced it the other day, so we're right. We're probably going to clock up around about 700 to 800 kilometres in the next few days and hopefully capture some magnificent scenery. In a long drive yesterday afternoon and staying the night down in Dargo, we've made our way up the mountains today and arrived up on the Blue Rag Range track. Now what this is a spectacular drive across a ridgeline at around about 1700 metres in elevation, overlooking nearly every mountain in the distance. We've gotten up here, there's only a tiny bit of snow. There's a little bit more up higher, but it's not a whole lot. Sorry about the bumpy video, I'm trying to hand hold this while videoing it. I've wanted to come up here for so long just to see the view. And I'm very excited to get up here, set up this afternoon and scope out some shots. Well, we've just spent the last couple of hours up on Blue Rag Range track, just driving up and down trying to find, for starters, a spot to camp tonight, but secondly for some compositions I'd like to do sunset or sunrise shots at, but I'm really struggling to find a composition I'm happy with. So we're just having a little look around. We've come just down a little track to the top of Mount Blue Rag itself, and how cool is this? There is so much more snow coverage here. It's fantastic. It's not overly cold either, which is a good thing, except for my feet, which I've just been trudging through a foot deep of snow. Here's a couple images I took just before while the sun was still up. All of those shots were just handhelds, just as I saw something that caught my eye. So what we might do is just keep going up this track, see if we can find anything. I've probably only got about an hour to go to find a composition and somewhere to set up camp, so fingers crossed we can find somewhere. Otherwise, look, we'll just pull up camp and press the reset button for tomorrow morning and try again somewhere else. So see how we go, guys. Morning, guys. Mate, that was a cold night. That was quite easily down into the negatives. We're still up in the high plains at the moment. Here's a few astro shots I took last night. Something I do while sitting around at camp, set the camera up and get some shots of the stars. So the plan for today is to tackle a few more tracks. One, if you know the high country or if you know anyone that does, you'll have heard of Billy Goat's Bluff track. It's meant to be a good little climb which gets you in an awesome lookout up on top. I'm going to get back in the car and turn the heater on, it's freezing. the first idea for the shot I had didn't work because of the darkness forming in the valley. Just having a quick wander around to see if there's another composition overlooking the valley in a different direction. Now, funnily enough, I actually quite like this. Let's have a look at some of these trees to see if there's something interesting here that we can work with. Burnt out trees look absolutely stunning against the massive valleys and the rocky edges of the mountains. Now we've got the sun setting over the hills behind my left shoulder, creating just a little touch of deep orange on top of the rocks on the mountain in the background, which is Mount Wellington. I'm using this tree as the main focus point. So what I'm doing is bracketing 3 images. Favourite technique, just because the sky is blowing out a little bit compared to the foreground. So you can see the blinking there, if you can see that. That's the brightest. The middle exposure is looking beautiful. The darkest really brings out the colours in the sky. So that is definitely an image I'm looking forward to working with later. That's come up beautiful, guys. Now you can see the colour in the sky over here. So what I'm going to do is just stay here for a few more minutes. I'm going to lose the light on top of the rocks on top of the mountain, but that orange is going to intensify over the distant mountains. I've also got a few little wispy clouds in the sky which are really starting to show their colours now, so a few more minutes, a couple more shots, and then we'll get going. It really is getting cold up here. We've basically got about an hour and a half drive down the mountain. It was a very hectic drive. Down the mountain just to find a campground and then firewood to get warm because it's cold. Those colours are looking stunning. The sharpness is just beautiful. It's absolutely perfect. Exposures are right. I think this is an image that, to me, summarises the high country. The ruggedness, the desolation, the new life that forms after everything else has been wiped out. It really is a shot that I enjoy taking every time I'm out in the high country. I always look for an image like this. Don't always walk away with one, but it's nice when you finally do get one. Why do I always have to stop for impromptu shots after I've gotten my main sunset shots? All that leads me to do is drive back to camp under spotlights. Oh, the fun. Well, we ended up setting up camp quite late last night. By the time we got down from the mountains from the sunset shoot, about 3 hours after sunset, so it was very dark. It was only lit by the half moon, so didn't really get any shots. We were right down in the valley as well, so there was no magnificent sunrise this morning that we could see because we were just too far down and just really tired from the driving yesterday, so had to rest. So we're heading out of Lucola this morning to head home from another fantastic weekend. Been a great weekend of four-wheel driving, but more importantly, capturing the beauty of the area. Absolutely love it up here. So just on the way out and just marvelling at the gorgeous valleys around here, and just stopping and taking in it every now and again. Probably stop up the road and have a cuppa before heading home, and that'll be the end of another trip. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you around.